I am now living in my parents' closet. I lost my shirt. I cannot afford to live on my own anymore. Okay, maybe this is a bad joke. Maybe this is a bad joke, but the market is down, right? We're actually here at Bitcoin Nashville getting ready for the event. And it seems like whenever we have an event, right? Whenever we have a crypto event, there's some drop. We just have to do it. It wouldn't be a crypto event without a drop in the market. And let's take a look at the drop that's unfolding right now. Now, to be clear, if you want to trade this market, you can trade over on Margex. You can short this market. I know someone that just went short and they're up 3,800%. Someone here, knowing that we have these types of events and sometimes we see downwards pressure on the market, he shorted. Okay, now let's look at what's actually happening in the market here, causing the price of Bitcoin to go down to 64. Is it the end of the world? Is it just beginning? Is the drop going to continue on forever? Or is this just a short-term problem? And is this a good buying in point? If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Like I said, there's a link to Margex. There are a couple days left on this airdrop that you can get in on. It's free. Just hit the join now button underneath the video. There's also a link to CoinW as well underneath the video. Another great trading platform if you want to check it out. Now, the overall market was bloody today. Whew. I can't wait to watch some people talk about this market because the NASDAQ down 3.5% here today. Gosh. That is ugly. Tesla announced earnings yesterday. TSLA stock down 12%. Google, which double beat, and they beat on cloud revenue, down 5%. Okay, it's a bloody, bloody market. Now, I'll be honest. I think part of it is to do with the outlook from these companies. Google said that they're not planning on any kind of AI profitability or significant revenue growth for a while. So I think that's part of it. That also affects crypto. When the general stock market goes down, some people find deals and they think, oh, why am I investing in crypto when I'm already up 3x when I could go into the stock that I've been waiting for a while and I could get a juicy buying in price. So that is part of it. That does play a little role in it. We also just had $108 million worth of longs liquidated in 1 hour. Whenever this happens, there's obviously some manipulation. And honestly, I will point out HGAalgo, which is something that I look at pretty regularly to determine when a good buying in price might be. It's flashing DCA plus or dollar cost average plus may be a good time to be buying like a small amount on the 1 hour. So it is showing that, not quite on the 1 day yet. You can see showing bullish momentum, but it nailed the bottom down here. It's not showing it on the 1 day. If you want this, by the way, there is a link to it underneath the video. You can check it out. I will say, too, something interesting. The Bitcoin dominance is showing DCA minus, basically saying, hey, this may be kind of a peak. And as you can see, this has nailed all these bottoms pretty much. DCA plus or DCA minus at a lot of these local peaks and then DCA plus at a couple of the bottoms here. So it's been pretty right on. We might see Bitcoin dominance go a little bit further, like we saw here where it was around this point, then went up a little bit higher and then came down. But pretty interesting. Now, why is this happening? Well, again, we had the stock market go down. We had crypto liquidations happen. We've seen some outflows from the Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. It was the first day of outflows in, 12 days? So that's going to affect the market. There's some rotation of capital going from Bitcoin ETFs over to Ethereum ETFs, which sounds weird because the Ethereum ETFs actually saw an outflow too. But yesterday we saw a $70 million outflow or $80 million from Bitwise. And then we saw a $200 million inflow for Bitwise in their Ethereum ETF. So coming out of Bitcoin, going into Ethereum. But also ETH, which is the Grayscale Trust, saw a $500 million outflow, which is 5% of their assets. Like that's a huge amount. I would not be surprised if that continued a bit. So, I mean, honestly, if you're looking and thinking, okay, maybe I want to short something like Ethereum, I actually did sell some Ethereum today. I did sell some. I told some people I was going to. I ended up buying an Ethereum trust, so it didn't really do much for me in the end. But yeah, you might consider the fact that we might see some more dumping from ETH. The inflows from yesterday, like I said, BITB with $70 million of outflow, ARKB with $52 million out, Grayscale with $27 million out, and BlackRock couldn't compete, at least yesterday. $72 million of inflow. We don't have all the numbers from today, but we're already seeing GBTC with $26 million outflow, ARKB, and Fidelity with $1.5 million. So would not be surprised if we actually saw a net inflow day. Okay, would not be surprised unless Bitwise has another big negative day. It's definitely possible. So yeah, it's an interesting day. I think there's a mix of manipulation. I think there's a mix of just a lot of rotation of capital. I think both of those things are happening. And I think it can happen a little bit longer. But you have to remember, nothing has changed long-term for Bitcoin. Nothing has changed long-term for crypto assets. Like, what has happened? Again, just liquidations and some rotation of capital and a red day in the market, in the stock market. None of those are life-changing things. None of those really change crypto at all. Just all stuff that regularly happens. The S&P 500 goes down 5% 4 times a year on average. So a downturn like this is completely normal. We moved up $10,000 over the last 3 weeks still. Keep that in mind, $10,000 over 3 weeks, and people are worried about this. It could get worse. It could also get better because we do have rate cuts coming in the future, possibly. At this point, probably have Trump become president who's pro-crypto. And there's just a lot of money flowing in. If you look, actually, there were some crazy numbers. Let's see if I still have it. Some crazy numbers. IBIT is the number 4 in competing with the almighty QQQ for 3rd place in annual year-to-date flow. Okay, this is crazy. Let me actually show it to you. I was just gonna go through the numbers, but take a look. VOO with 50 billion, which is an all-time high annual flow, and it's still July. Like, this is the best ever. IVV with 35, QQQ with 20, IBIT number 4, right behind QQQ, the almighty QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. I believe it's the NASDAQ 100. It's essentially the NASDAQ. Yeah, let's just double check this so I don't sound stupid. Invesco Trust. Yeah, it's the NASDAQ. Okay. It had just barely more fund flows than IBIT. I mean, think about it, right? With VOO hitting the all-time high with 51 billion, IBIT is halfway through the year, and it's almost on pace. It's on pace to be like 70% of the all-time high flow. The best year ever. Like, that's crazy. This is the first year of Bitcoin. A lot of people can't even buy this ETF yet. So yeah, I still think long-term we're completely fine. This is a minor setback. We could always fall further, so make sure that you know what's going on. Make sure that you're well informed. Make sure that you're not taking stupid risks. But overall, I think we're going to be just fine. Let me know your thoughts though underneath the video. I need to figure out what's happening with the sides of this video. It seems a little bit weird. It seems like it should be going to the sides, but we'll make it through. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Check out the links underneath the video to Margex and CoinW, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.